happening, sweepies? My name is Leslie Williams, and check it out. Okay, I wasn't actually going to start acting silly until I made the point to you that this video is not a comedy video at all. This video is one of the most important videos you'll literally ever watch in your entire life. And if you take them, I'll put it to you this way. If you take at least the investigative posture in reference to what I expose on this video, you will come to understand, as a result of the research, this is the most important video that you have literally ever watched in your entire lifetime. It is. Now, periodically I'm going to be acting goofy in this video because I just like making goofy videos. I can't stop it. It's almost, let me tell you something right now. I watched a few of my videos, my silly videos, and I think they're funny as hell. And one of the whole goals for me in reference to why I make silly videos, and comedy videos of mine, are videos that I make in order to be able to make you laugh as a result of me acting as goofy as possible, as silly as possible, and as goofy and silly as possible. Because that's what I do. Anyways, but understand this and be clear. When I stop acting comical or silly and get back into a concerned posture, an informative posture, and a serious posture, that's the way I really am. Okay, just me acting goofy and comical in my videos is a way to put a smile on your face. Okay, now what I'm about ready to show you after I get done acting silly for about a minute and a half, because I enjoy acting silly. Let me see, I gotta find something here. Let me put on my glasses. Where'd my glasses go? Alright, here they are. Hang on. Alright, oh, check it out. Both the files I'm going to show you are close together. That's cool. Oh, in fact, there's actually more than one. But before I get into the reason why I'm making this video, I just got done doing a bunch of work. And so, I'm fixing a radio of mine that broke. And, I keep listening to my Coast to Coast and, a new show I started listening to a few months ago. Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. He's got a pretty good show. Anyways, understand this. I swear, I promise you. Okay, I'm not supposed to swear because I'm a Christian. I promise you that if you watch this entire video, you will be glad that you did. Just if you don't if you don't like watching the comedy parts, you can just ignore it. But please watch the rest entire because it's gonna blow your mind. And I want you to understand something. Okay. In fact, get out a pen and a piece of paper, or a pencil and a piece of paper, or a crayon and a piece of paper, and do it right now. And I'm going to give you a few minutes to do it because you're going to need it. Because this is literally going to open up your eyes, drop your jaw, sit your butt down in the seat for a month without your ability to speak. Once you get done hearing what I got to say, and I got a lot to say. But first I'm going to enjoy a few puffs off my Smoky Dew, because I've been doing some work for the last 2 hours, and I got to make sure I keep track of the time here. For the last 2 hours, and as a result of doing this work for the last 2 hours, I haven't been able to enjoy a cigarette. Now, let's see, how can I, so I tell you what I'll do. I'll do my comedy part of this video while I'm smoking my smoke. Hang on. Oh, check it out. Let's see what we got here. How do you like my mustache? Better yet, check it out. How do you like that? Okay, and there's my hat. So, the whole the whole purpose of this video, in reference to my comical parts, is to act as goofy as possible. So I can make you laugh. Because that's what I do. Itty bitty boo. Let's see, what can I talk about? Oh yeah. Hey listen, you guys ever seen that movie Avatar? Hang on. Have you ever seen that movie Avatar? You got your pen and paper out yet? Because you're gonna need them. Alright, check it out. First things to write down are this. And just write them down and investigate what I state. Write down everything and keep everything that I state in reference to what I tell you to write down. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to keep that piece of paper no matter what. And until you can make sense of every single thing that's on the piece of paper, don't throw it out. And it is as follows. The movie Aliens, the movie Avatar, the movie Born Legacy, especially the very, 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 very last one. Hold on. Let's see, what else? I had a hawk fly by here the other day. It was a pretty scary experience. I gotta stop smoking, it's not good for me. And if any kids are watching this video, if you start smoking, I'll reach through the video camera and get you. Alright, check it out. The reason why I'm making this video is to show you some information. Okay? And, alright, check it out. Go to YouTube, or go to YouTube and type in mind uploading. Do the same thing at Google. Okay? Then go to YouTube and type in remote neural monitoring. The microwave hearing effect. Voice morphing, especially of your voice. Sub-vocal speech of your voice, which can be captured over a phone. Hang on. Watch my birdies. I feed my birdies every day. Let's see, what else do we got here? What do I got here? What do you got? What does this look like to you? Cross-reference this to mind uploading. Artificial dreams and remote neural monitoring. You do what I tell you, you understand? Oh, hold on. Okay, I haven't got to the good part yet, so just hold on. What's this book say? I'm getting to it. Hold on. Excuse me. See, the whole, you gotta remember here, I'm acting comical right now, so the whole goal is to make you laugh. Hold on. Alright, now I just got to have my Pop-Tart. And I'm putting out my cigarette now. So the serious part of this video is coming up. And it's coming up right now. Alright, check it out. Now that I made you laugh for a second, hopefully. And I'm sure who's going to get online and call me a freak or mentally ill because I make comedy videos? Because you know what they're doing? They're doing that online as well. And they're doing the same thing in businesses. Like when I'm in a business and somebody is nice to me in the aisle, you know what they do as a result of monitoring gang stalking targets, which they do. They want to make sure that I don't experience not even a second's worth of healthy relationships with anybody. That's even if I stop and talk to a woman for a minute in a grocery store, okay? And she's real nice to me and I'm real nice to her. They want to make sure that I remember that I'm a target of this crime. And what crime am I talking about? Gang stalking, organized stalking. Because their whole goal is to make you feel victimized, mentally abused, mentally raped, psychologically raped, emotionally raped, and spiritually raped. So you know what they're doing when it comes to even my comedy videos? They'll get on, they select what videos they want to make their derogatory comments on. and call me mentally ill, paranoid, schizophrenic, crazy, you name it. Because their whole goal is to kill who I am as a person. Even the entire thing that makes me up who I am. A nice person, a good person. They want to mentally abuse me, okay? And that's why they get online and call me crazy and schizophrenic and paranoid schizophrenic. But understand this and be clear. You can go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. It's a manifesto of a manager of organized stalking, gang stalking crews. He flat out states that labeling targets as being schizophrenic or paranoid schizophrenic is basically one of the most favorite things they do. It's a way to reverse the perceptions of the viewers that watch my videos. It's a way to label them as being crazy because of what they're exposing. Yes, their criminality. And so what they do is get online and try and paint you out as being either crazy, a threat to yourself or others, or a social deviant. Those three things are what they do in reference to discrediting targets in the community, okay, and online. Alright, so what is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is to have you listen to this right here, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to fly right into this because I want you to hear this. Remember this book. I'll also go to YouTube and extensively and thoroughly listen to every single one of John Hall's satellite terrorism videos. The older ones and the newer ones. Okay? You might think to yourself, how can somebody electronically torture somebody, or how can somebody electronically rape somebody? And how is technology and gang stalking connected to it? Organized stalking is another word for gang stalking. It's the same exact crime. That is mentioned throughout this entire book. Then you can go to Google and YouTube and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking and neural implantation. So why would they be doing this? Well, let me show you really fast. This right here. Two things really fast. Okay, there's one of them. This is Wikipedia's definition, and it's a pretty good one. Make sure you read the entire thing and at every single reference that's at the bottom of it. Okay, now hold on. Gotta go back. Remember, mine uploading. Then what do we got here? What do we got here, folks? Remember how I told you about the movie Aliens? Okay? Yeah. Alright. Alright, now I've already talked to you about Project Bluebeam. YouTube it and Google it. Mind uploading, Avatar. Okay. Now what else do we got? What else do we got? Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This is a brainwave frequency list. Okay. And cycles per second. Okay. Look at all the goodies on here. Yeah. This is in part how they've kept a lot of my, especially, well, everybody that's ever had a problem with alcoholism, alcohol addiction is right there. And look at drug addictions right there too. Any neural pathways that they can form through deception. Once those neural pathways that hold these types of disorders are created, they can stimulate them using remote neural monitoring. Okay? To keep that person drinking, or what else? What else am I showing you here? Depression as well, arthritis. It's a brain frequency list. They've had this shit synchronized at least since the 50s. Okay, so what else am I showing you here? Okay, hold on, babies. Hold on, because this is the goodies are being shown to you for a reason. What is this right here? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? WMUZM-FM radio tower. 11812 Braille. Detroit, Michigan 48228. You might think, what does radio towers got to do with anything? Well, I strongly suggest you go to YouTube and watch the entire Brain Invader Show with Jesse Ventura. Okay. Okay. What do we got here? Check this one out. You're going to love this one. Oh, yeah. These are implants. One for the head. 5 for the spine. Here we go for the ears. And look at us, what we got going on here, baby cakes. Okay, notice how gang stalking is used to form the trigger words. The frequencies of the trigger, implants are activated as a result of the harassment of gang stalking. And I can't go into all that right now, but trust me, it is related. What you got to understand here is that gang stalking is not mentioned throughout this entire book for no reason. It's just called organized stalking in this book. Organized stalking and gang stalking are the same exact crime, and they're just two different names for the same crime. Gang stalking, electronic torture, electronic rape. So, why am I making this video? What are they doing to organized stalking, gang stalking targets? Are they victims of some of the most criminal aspirations and motivations that you can think of? Remote neural monitoring. Check it out, baby cakes. Oh yeah. You may think to yourself, I ain't never gonna worry about this because I ain't got no implant in you, right? Oh, really? What do you think chemtrails are? Huh? Nanoparticulars is what they are. Ah. You can breathe it through your nose. It can get on your skin, absorb through the skin, gets into the blood, attaches itself to the human skeleton. And guess what happens to you? You become a walking, talking antenna. This is the one for the top of the brain. Okay. Microchip implants, mind control, and cybernetics. Are you still with me, baby cakes? It's literally covered on this magazine. Mind over machine. Is it really machine over mind? Okay. Controlling prosthetics? Bullshit. Just to control your arm. Here's one that goes through the nose. This one right here is used to literally make a slave out of a human being. You guys had no idea what I know. Okay? And the implant that's put up through the nose onto the brain is controlled by satellites and computers. Okay? So we're talking about human slavery here, folks. Alright, so you want to hear some more? Check this out.
It's time to control the thoughts and the ideas of a group of individuals, an entire country. Full spectrum control. Is that what it means when they say PRISM is just the tip of the iceberg? Ron Patton tonight is with me from Paranoia Magazine. We've opened up some doors for some ways to think, and these are some things to consider because we're told that this is the tip of the iceberg. Many dimensions and many things that are fragmented that we still need to find answers for. But now we know that there are projects like Soul Catcher, uploading, uplinks, brainwave uploads, you name it. As a matter of fact, before I get to the calls, I want to point out something interesting. There's actually a patent, United States Patent 3951134, and someone had sent it to me. It's an apparatus for and a method of sensing brainwaves at a position remote from a subject, whereby electromagnetic signals of different frequencies are simultaneously transmitted to the brain of the subject in which the signals interfere with one another to yield a waveform, which is modulated by the subject's brain waves. The interference waveform, which is representative of the brain wave activity, is retransmitted by the brain to a receiver where it is demodulated and amplified. The demodulated waveform is then displayed for visual viewing and routed to a computer for further processing and analysis. The modulated waveform also can be used to produce a compensating signal, which is transmitted back to the brain, to effect a desired change in electrical activity. The inventors, Robert G. Malik of Plainview, New York. It was assigned by Dorn and Margolin Incorporated of Bohemia, New York. Once again, the patent for this type of mechanism is 3951134. We go to Mike now in Maine, listening on WVOM 103.9 FM. You're on Ground Zero with Ron Patton and myself. Go ahead.
You know, my name is Leslie Williams, and the only thing that I can do is tell you, fellow American citizens, the truth. You know, go to YouTube and type in Timothy W. Bioethics Issues. He talks about neurocognitive weapons and brain entrainment. I should strongly suggest I strongly suggest that you research HARP and mind control. Nick Begich has got some pretty good information online. He wrote a book called Harps Don't Play This, Angels Don't Play This Harp. You know, targeted individuals like me that have been covered even on Jesse Ventura's Brain Invader show, which you can YouTube. Every single area of our lives are totally destroyed. Are targeted individuals of organized stalking and gang stalking, are we non-consensual human experimentation targets? Are we? Were our homes cleverly entered while we were sleeping? If you look at the bottom of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance, you can clearly see that they had the ability to literally pump gas into your heating ducts and into your air conditioning, okay, in order to be able to knock you out. They watch when you go to bed from outside. They got thermal imaging equipment. They got other imaging equipments that can literally sit outside and record your subvocal speech from outside. And your subvocal speech is your speech, okay? The sound of your speech, your own unique speech. Just like they can capture it on a cell phone if they hack into it. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That can be used in conjunction with the second PDF link that's at the bottom of Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance. And all you got to do is use the microwave hearing effect to basically transmit dialogue into your audio cortex using your subvocal speech for psychological direction and neural influence to get you to go to A to B to C to D. And then they can also use the same exact technology to get you to cooperate with what's advertised at C. Yes, you have no idea what I know. And that's why I make my videos, in order to give you an idea of what I know. Now, I'm a good woman. I'm not involved in any illegal activity whatsoever. I'm not involved in any criminal activity whatsoever. I'm a target and victim of these crimes. Now, as a result of being a target and victim of these crimes, and then coming to understand the factual realities of what encompasses these crimes, I have become a whistleblower. You better believe I have. And the reason why I have is because it is my divine right and my divine duty to make sure that I protect my body and my mind, okay, from any type of person or persons or group or government that attempts to use me for their own malicious will. Period. End of story. Okay? Now, you would not believe the things that I knew. Do you know how I showed you this book right here concerning a neural implant in this guy's head? Well, let me give you a tidbit of information concerning something. Go to Google and type in Oakwood Hospital, Dearborn, Michigan. How a doctor was caught there between, I think it was in 2008 or 9. Could have been in 2010, but just go to Oakwood Hospital, Dearborn, Michigan. Doctor caught putting neural implants in hundreds, if not thousands, of children's heads. Yes. And he was doing it under the guise of epilepsy. Okay? And he got caught. So he skipped off to Saudi Arabia and then was doing the same thing out there, because these expeditions are going on worldwide. Not just in America, not just in every state in America. They are also going on worldwide. The Middle East, Japan, China, Australia, Europe, Canada. So, when we look at why would something like this be going on worldwide, we have to think to ourselves, what is the kind of, outside of the corrupt governments, what would be the motivation behind something like this? Okay? For something like this to be going on worldwide. Well, if this is about mind control, then we then would have to think to ourselves, okay, hang on a second, why would they want to control our minds? Oh, just before I forget, I want to also tell you, you can go to Google. You can go to Google and or YouTube. Go to Google and YouTube and type in Lorraine Moret. I think her name is spelled Lauren or A-N Moret, M-O-R-E-T or M-O-O-R-E-T, and listen to every single one of her videos and everything that she has online. Okay, just do it. See, I make my videos to inform you, so you can research what I state. okay? And so you can become educated. Knowledge is power, okay? And the only way that we can keep ourselves protected from criminals that have criminal aspirations for us is to be able to sift through the disinformation, find the accurate information, and then as a result, we can make informed decisions. We can know what to look out for. Okay, now this article right here, look at this. This goes to show you that remote neural monitoring is being used in India for what I've been exposing all along. Okay, human trafficking. Okay, now you can go and type that in at Google and you'll see that he's exposing the government using this technology for human trafficking. It says right there, human trafficker. Okay, it's being used in the United States for human trafficking as well. Neural enslavement. Okay, now I'm looking for something here because I'm going to show you it relates to the Oakwood Hospital in Dearborn, Michigan. Let me tell you something right now. If this doctor had the audacity, okay, here it is. If this doctor had the audacity to falsely diagnose hundreds, if not thousands of children, if he had the audacity to diagnose hundreds, if not thousands of children, okay, we're talking about children from the age of 5, 6, up to teenagers, falsely and deliberately and intentionally with complete malice of forethought and criminal intent, diagnose these children with epilepsy that they did not have in order to put neural implants in their head, which totally compromised their cognitive abilities. It would eventually compromise their emotional states, and it would more than likely be used for mind control. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, remember what I just stated. They were put in these children's head under the guise of epilepsy. This happened in Dearborn, Michigan, between 2006 and 2010. Google it. Okay? Now, excuse me. You can go to Freedom Fighters for America, their webpage. When you get to it, click on the illegal biomedical implantation until you find the x-rays of a Terry Parker Jr., who had 47 metallic implants put in his head as a child, okay? Non-consensual human experimentation under the guise of epilepsy. And that occurred in 1967 in Canada. Canada is not even a 5-minute car drive from Dearborn, Michigan. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Look at this. This right here is a copy of a business card from the Benner Law Firm, Benner and Thorne. Okay? You see it? I scanned the business card I got from that law firm. That law firm is the law firm that was handling the suit concerning those children being neurally implanted. And this is the hospital right here, Oakwood. Okay? Now, you might think to yourself, why would I go down to that law firm? Well, because that same exact hospital was also neurally implanting young men and young children as well for human trafficking. So the remote neural monitoring could be used to interface with the implants for human trafficking. Brain entrainment for human trafficking. Gang stalking targets have every single aspect of their lives totally destroyed. We are blacklisted from employment. They stage vehicle accidents so we don't have a car to sleep in. They create homelessness of us. You can go to Google and type in how they get landlords and property owners on board. Okay? How they get postal employees on board to steal your rent. And if you don't think gang stalking is not going on at the post office, look at the title of this book. Gang stalking in the post office. Electronic rape has to do with the phantom touch. That's in the remote neural monitoring file. Okay? So, why would so what they do is they tear down every part of our lives to put us out on the street, and then they go after the rest of our finances to either co-opt them by co-opting us through a syndicated probate attorney